Good morning, my beautiful Barca babies. It is time to wake up and Barca live. Barcelona news coming at you from right here on the Undefeated channel. We will be discussing a little match review from our loss against Rayo. Rayo away, just not our fixture, friends. Okay, so we'll touch on that. I won't ignore it, but we're not gonna harp on it. Okay, we're gonna be future focused. We're going to talk about Barcelona's lineup and predictions against Real Betis for that match tomorrow. That'll be the primary focus of today. We'll touch on the latest Messi back to Barcelona news, and we will also take a look at the latest images leaked from the 23-24 Barcelona home kit. All that happening and more on today's episode. If you'd like to be part of the conversation, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, so you can participate in the chat with your fellow culés as we have a little bit of caffeine, get our day going with some Barcelona news and some good conversation with our fellow culés. That is what we do here on the channel. Support the badge, support each other. With that out of the way, let's kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
All right. Like I said, folks, I know people aren't happy about the results against Rayo. It was a poop match. Okay, let's be honest about it. This was not an exciting match to watch. This was not a fun match to watch. It's not always about getting the victory, getting the dub, as they say. Sometimes it's about the way that you play, and this is not one of those examples. Bad results, bad performance from Barcelona. Didn't like what I was seeing out there whatsoever. I take a little sip on my coffee there. Get my wheels turning as we go over the stats from Barcelona's 2-1 loss against Rayo. Giving up 9 shots with 6 on target. Come on, guys. Not good compared to our 10 shots and 5 on target. 61% possession. Only 488 passes, though. Rayo, tough to break down. 80% passing accuracy. I believe that is the lowest of the season. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. You want to go back and double check me on that one. But I think 80% might be our lowest of the season. There's a little voice in the back of my head saying that we had 79 for one match, but I'm gonna risk it biscuit and say it might be our lowest passing accuracy of the season. 14 fouls compared to Rayo's 10. 4 yellow cards compared to Rayo's 1. Folks, not good. 9 corners and we can't get any goals off them. Why are Barcelona so bad at corner kicks? Doesn't make any sense. Here's the good news, my friends. We're still sitting pretty top of the table, okay? 11 points clear of Real Madrid because thankfully they lost the day before we did. All right, so opportunity to go 14 points clear. Didn't happen, but we got 7 matches left, and we are 11 points clear. All right, so 7 matches left. There's 21 points up for grabs. We're sitting at 76. We can get all the way up to 97. Had we won that one, we would have had a chance at 100. That is a little bit of a bummer. That's a little bit of a bummer. I'll give you that. It's a little bit of a bummer. All right. So, yes, Barcelona lose. And typically, this is where I would jump into the good, the bad, the Barca. But I don't want to, because there wasn't really much good other than Lewandowski getting a goal, which is nice. Okay, for those of you that have been complaining about Lewandowski's output, let's just take a look at this graphic here. This was shared by Barca Buzz earlier. He's still top of the league. All right, this is goals for La Liga here. You can see Robert Lewandowski ahead of Benzema, ahead of Unal, ahead of Joselu. Okay, for those of you complaining about his performance this year, a little context for you. Okay, so it was good that Lewandowski got a goal. Outside of that, folks, I guess it was good that Pablo Torre got on the pitch for 10 minutes. That was nice. Outside of that, everything was bad. Okay, defense was bad. Midfield was bad. Attack was bad. All right, I don't even want to harp on it. Let's just say Rayo away, we are circling that with a red marker when the next season's calendar comes out, because we have now lost away to Rayo the past 2 seasons. Been a tough fixture for us. Very tough fixture. Harry says, controversial, but Rayo's first goal shouldn't have counted due to the foul on Gavi. You can make that argument, and I don't hate that argument. I wouldn't argue too hard against it. If we got that call, I wouldn't have been surprised. At the same time, even with that mistake, you got to be able to do better. You got to be able to do better. So I'm disappointed. I'm a bit bummed out about it. But at the end of the day, folks, 11 points clear, and we move forward. Okay, we got Betis up next. Like I said, we'll mark Rayo away on the calendar for next year, put it behind us, moving forward. We got Barcelona versus Betis. Betis sitting in 6th right now. So they are trying to hang on to a European spot. They got Athletic Club nipping at their heels behind them with 46 points. They got Villarreal right in front of them in 5th with 50 points. So Betis, something to play for here. And I'll tell you what. Actually, this makes me a little bit nervous. Let's look at Betis's form going into this. Loss to Osasuna, a win over Espanyol, a loss to Cadiz, a loss to Madrid. Okay. And a win against Mallorca. So they've won 2 of their last 5. Their last one was a loss to Osasuna. Let's see how they lined up, though. Excuse me. This is the one. This is the one I'm worried about, folks. Luis Enrique. He scares me, you guys. He really does. 6 foot tall, Brazilian, 22 years old. And he's put some of Barcelona's defenders on skates the last few matches. On skates. I wonder what his buyout clause is. Just curious. Ooh. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one, my friends. We'll say contract end. Enrique, Real Betis contract end. What do we got? That might have been a wrong Luis Enrique. Contracted 2025. So nothing this summer, but maybe next summer. Here's what I'm saying, folks. Here's what I'm saying. We bring back Lionel Messi, okay, for the next 2 seasons. When Leo's ready to leave in 2025 after winning at least 1, maybe 2 Champions League trophies on his way out, we look to Luis Enrique on the free in 2025. He'll be 24 years old, entering the prime of his career. Folks, that's the move. That's the plan. Somebody get me Laporta, Alemany, get me Xavi on the line. I got to feed this to him. This is the move. Luis Enrique, big, tall, creative, powerful, slick on the ball. Brazilian winger. 22 years old currently, contract ending in 2025. We bring back Leo now. We wait for Enrique to be free in 2025 when Leo rides off into the sunset. Book it. Book it. I'm ready for it, folks. Oh my goodness, my friends. We have a very special guest in the house. Buga Luis has joined us. Buga, how we doing, sir? Always good to see your bright, smiley face. It says, are you sure you are not describing me? Close, Buga. I think the only difference is that I heard you play on the left wing, whereas Enrique tends to play on the right. Shout out to Buga, of course, one of my partners in crime on the Engine Room podcast, me, Buga, Pablo Wolves Blanco. You can check us out every Monday over on the Engine Room podcast. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Spotify, all the social media networks. You'll find our clips. Make sure you check us out. It's good conversation, good time talking about the wide world of football, not just Barcelona. Greg, how we doing, sir? Says, hello. Betis always turns up against us. I know this is not going to be an easy match for Barcelona by any means. I kind of went off on a tangent there, getting a little too excited about Enrique potentially coming in 25. But let's get back to where we were here. Let's go Barcelona fixtures. This is going to be tomorrow, 3 p.m. Go over some fun facts going into this one. We'll start at the top here. We got 5 of these. Barcelona have won 7 of their last 8 against Betis in La Liga, although their only defeat in this run came in their last home game against them in the competition. This is December of 2021. All right, something to look out for there. Barcelona have lost 2 of their last 4 La Liga home games against Betis, having that doesn't make sense. We've lost 2 of their last 4 home games against Betis, having not lost any of their previous 16 at home. We got to get back to winning ways here. Barcelona are coming off the back of losing to their... I can read here. Let me take a sip of coffee. Hang on. There we go. Jacob, good morning to you. Barcelona are coming off the back of losing their last La Liga fixture 1-2 to Rayo. We all know this. I just talked about it. And haven't lost 2 in a row since October 2021. All right. At home, that is. They are one of 3 teams to have not suffered a defeat this season across the big 5 European leagues, alongside Union Berlin and Bayern Munich. We got to hold on tight here. Fortress at the Camp Nou. Real Betis have won just 1 of their last 5 La Liga matches against Espanyol. What does that matter? Having won 4 of their previous 6 in the competition. Real Betis have won just 1 of their last 5 La Liga matches, 3-1 against... Oh, that's the one that they won. Okay, I was like, why does it matter against Espanyol? So Espanyol, they could have worded that a lot better, a little bit more clearly, if you ask me. Last one here before we jump over to lineups and predictions. Barcelona have conceded 64% of their goals in the first half in La Liga this season. 7 of the 11 goals conceded, the highest percentage in the competition, ahead of Villarreal. So it seems like when we do get scored on, it happens in the first half. Got to shake that off. Don't like those results whatsoever. Jacob asking what's the name of the channel that we podcast on. Thank you, Harry, for dropping that in the chat. You can find the link in the chat there to the Engine Room. I can also just quickly pull this up. We hop over to the YouTubes, and then I go the Engine Room podcast. I pull this up here. This is what you're looking for, folks. This is the hotness. This is where it all begins. At the Engine Room. Find us on YouTube. Find us on Spotify. Podcast every Monday, my friends. Enjoy that. Okay. We believe now are ready to go over lineups and predictions for Barcelona Betis. Let's start in the back as we always do. New hair, new attitude. Let's see if we can get back to winning ways, back to clean sheets with the trusty Ter Stegen. Went a little bit too far there. Back up there, Balde. Relax. Haven't said your name yet, Balde. My goodness. Since you already popped up there, I was going to do a little Ter Stegen rant, but we'll continue on. Balde with the spoiler, just popping out there a little early. But I'm saying Balde left back. Xavi was not happy with him against his performance against Rayo Vallecano. Not happy whatsoever. So I think he needs to come out. He needs to be creative. He needs to be quick. Quick decisions. That's what we need to see from Balde. He gets the start here against Betis. On the right side, we get Koundé. We also get Christensen back in the starting lineup. This is a little bit of a gamble here. He may not get the start coming back from injury, but I don't think Xavi's been content with Eric. I don't think Xavi's been content with Alonso, and we need to get back to winning ways. So if Christensen's available, if he can give us 55, 60 minutes from the starting 11, we'll take it. Stick him next to Araujo, cover that extra ground. If Christensen maybe isn't up to speed just yet, we'll be good to go. So that's our defensive lineup. We got Ter Stegen, Balde, Christensen, Araujo, and Koundé. Then moving forward, back from suspension, we will have the Capitan, Sergio Busquets, holding it down in that pivot role, which opens things up for Frankie de Jong to be on the left, Pedri to be on the right. For our midfield three, Pedri had maybe his worst match for Barcelona against Rayo. Couldn't find space, was getting caught on the dribble, his passing was off. So we're looking again at someone who needs to rebound, recover. We're looking at Pedri. Lewandowski, of course, will be playing centrally at striker. We're looking to add to his goal tally. We're looking to continue where he left off, getting one against Rayo. But we need a better collective performance. So around him, we're going to have Gavi. Now that we have Pedri back, now that we have Busquets back, we can go back to our midfield 3-4-ish. Gavi playing that kind of left attacking mid, not so much a winger. Joining in defensively when he needs to. And on the right side, Raphinha, another man under a lot of scrutiny. But I'm liking what he's doing. Okay, now we're getting back to a normal starting 11, including our bench players. Dembele, back from injury. A little bit less room for some of the youngsters. You can see we still got Lamine Yamal on the bench there, as predicted. But I think Dembele, like I said, back from injury, won't get in the starting 11. But I do think he'll get some playing time. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. I think Christensen will have an easier time sliding back in. Dembele might need to ease him in to match fitness there. Might not be so sharp, okay? So, this is the predicted starting 11. What do you think, my friends? Let me know down in the chat. If you're watching this on replay, let me know down in the comments. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? What would you change for your starting 11? Barcelona versus Real Betis. With the predicted starting 11 out of the way, let's predict the score line here. Oh, like I said earlier, I'm nervous about Luis Enrique on that right wing. Hoping Balde will be up to the challenge. But I have a tough time thinking we're going to keep a clean sheet. I don't know why. I'll go 3-1 to Barcelona. Double from Louis. And Dembele gets the third off the bench. Look at that. Okay. 2 from Lewandowski. 1 from Dembele off the bench. 3-1 victory for Barcelona hosting Betis. Get back to winning ways. We get back on path of lifting the La Liga title. And it all happens this Saturday, 3 p.m. What do we think, folks? Get your predictions in the chat. Let's see who popped in here. Royson, how we doing? Good to see you, my friend. Noobs Play Games, loves the name. Love the name. How you doing? Says, guys, I think we will win the league. Just a prediction. Bold prediction, Noobs. Bold prediction, but I love it. Did I watch? No, I did not. Did not catch that. Harry says, hang on. Allergies, folks. What are you going to do? Harry says, I love the starting 11, John. At least Jordi Alba won't play center back this time. I'm going to say 1-1 to Barcelona. Pretty objective prediction there, Harry. I appreciate you keeping things in check there. And that is a likely scoreline, I'll say. Barcelona is struggling to consistently find the back of the net. It seems like we're either scoring none, 1, or 4. Let's consistently get 2 or 3. That's what I would love to see for Barcelona. Greg says maybe a tight 1-0 win for Barcelona. Who's getting the goals in these cases, folks? I want to know that as well. Who you got as the goal scorers? Because I'm going 2 for Lewandowski, 1 for Dembele. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling here, folks. What else we got? Okay. Continue to get your predictions in the chat as we continue on with the conversation. Greg saying Pedri's going to get the goal. Harry saying raphinha is going to get one, as well as Enrique in a 1-1 draw. Royson says, I agree with the lineup and score prediction. Barcelona 2-1. Lewandowski and raphinha. Okay, we'll see, folks. Again, that match is going to be 3 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday. We'll see what happens. Barcelona looking to get back to winning ways. Speaking of getting back, Lionel Messi come back to Barcelona. This is from Rashad Rahman saying, Justin, Messi agreed to accept a low salary at Barcelona, who have assured that they can and will try to get this done. This doesn't make sense. We assure you that we can and will try to get this done. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Well, which is it? Either you can or you will try to. One man who has doubts is, of course, Tebas. Says, if you ask me today, Messi's return to Barca is very complicated. We have to see how this evolves, but several conditions must be met, like player exits and salary reductions. Then you have to know what salary Messi would have. Tebas, why can't you just be cool, dude? Why can't you just be cool? All right, we're working it out. We're going to create a Lionel Messi museum. Kit sales. Ticket sales. Merchandise overall. Branding deals. Okay, we can work this out. Lionel Messi is a cash cow. All right? Not why we're bringing him back, but all of that factors into he pays for himself. So let's make this happen. Hey, boss, stop being a barrier, please. Stop being a barrier to all of our hopes and dreams of Lionel Messi having his last run, his last dance at Barcelona. Knock it off, Teba. Knock it off. Anyway, Thomas, how we doing, sir? Says, oh boy, if we lose and Real Madrid win, then I will start shaking in my boots. My heart says Barca 3-0 to Betis. I'll be nervous. If we lose this one, I'll have a tinge of nervousness. Okay, if we lose and Real Madrid win, we'll be 8 points up with 6 matches left. We would still have to lose half of our remaining matches at that point. So, okay, I think we'll be okay. Greg says, I don't believe it. Tebas has said we need to get rid of about 85 million to re-sign Messi. Well, if Dembele comes back, tears things up for the rest of the season, and then doesn't want to sign a reasonable contract, and we sell Dembele, we sell Ferran Torres, we sell Kessié, knowing that Gundogan can come in for free. Probably sell Nico. We sell Garcia. I think that gets us up to where we need to be. And we're not giving up too much there. I think we can do it. I think that funds the project. Harry says, John, I've been saying for ages that Tebas won't let Messi come back. Hopefully he does, but it doesn't seem likely. It definitely seemed like he's putting some barriers up. There are definitely some barriers there. We'll see, folks. We're going to have to wait and see if Lionel Messi is going to be wearing this new 23-24 kit, which we now have leaked with name and number, font on the back. We see the shorts. We see the socks. Let's get a little review here, folks, on this image. What do we think? I'm going to say the socks are a downgrade for me. I actually don't like the vertical stripes, the loops, the horizontal stripes, the loops compared to the vertical stripes on the kit. It's a bit of a clash for me. I would have liked to see maybe go red socks, maybe go blue with red stripe down the side, like old school baseball, something like that. But not a huge fan of the loops. Not a huge fan, I'll say. What do we think, folks? Is this an upgrade? or is this a downgrade for you? Font-wise, I don't love it. It's a little bit... The font doesn't match the kit. It's like a classic kit with a modern font. It's waters it down for me. I would say that from the initial images, I gave it an 8. I'm going to take this down to a 7 now. I'm less excited about this. I don't love the font. I don't love the socks. Yeah, this good. I'll say the jersey itself, just the top, is an 8 for me. Bottom half takes it down to a 7, including the font. Not in love with it. Not in love with it. But let me know what you think, folks. I'm going to turn to the chat, capture your thoughts. If you're watching it on replay, again, let me know what you're thinking down in the comments. Love to hear what you have to say. And for everyone watching, make sure you drop a like if you're enjoying the content. Show your love and support for the channel. I do appreciate it. Noob saying the same things. The socks. A little throwback to 2016. Yeah, I think we did a little comparison before on some of the kits that it looked like from years past. Harry says, for me, I don't like this image AI-wise, so I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. In real life, 8.5 out of 10. But image-wise is 5 out of 10. You're hilarious, Harry. Well said, sir. Royson says, I feel like it's a big downgrade. Talking about the socks and the... Or are you talking about overall, like compared to this year's kit? I will say this might be my favorite Barcelona kit of all time. This might be the case. There's this one. There's the 2008, 2009. You could get into some away kits, but I like to compare just home kit to home kit and away kit to away kit. I'll say this is probably my favorite home kit. It's a sick one. If we could go back to like a old school collared kit sometime, I would get behind that for sure. Royson saying overall downgrade. I hear you. Greg says it looks more like a Crystal Palace kit. Oh boy, it does. And then Harry making the Ted Lasso reference. We're inching our way there. It is lighter on the colors. If you see how dark we went for this one, much lighter blue. But it varies. Barcelona kind of does go back and forth with that. Landrith, how we doing? Good morning. Good to see you. Omar, I missed your comment there. Sorry, didn't see you sneak in, but good morning to you, Omar. Says, going to work right now. Can't make the lives in the morning, but still my favorite YouTube channel. I appreciate you, Omar. Thank you very much, sir. Hope you have a wonderful day at work. And for everyone else watching, I hope you have a wonderful day doing whatever it is you're doing. All right? That's going to wrap things up for Wake Up in Barca. We did a quick little review. We skipped the good, the bad, the Barca. Sometimes we do that when Barcelona aren't up to snuff, as they say. So the 2-1 loss to Rayo, we touched on it, did a little review. We moved on, did a little preview for Betis. Make sure you are watching that match. That's going to be live 3 p.m. Eastern. Hang tight. I don't know yet if I'm going to be doing a live watch along. Might be traveling this weekend. Who knows? We'll see. Either way, I will be watching it live. I don't know if I will be hosting a live just yet, so make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll put out an announcement later today letting you know whether we'll be doing a live watch along or not. But whether we're live for the match or not, I'm watching along with you. I'm supporting the badge. We always support each other. I appreciate you so much for spending your time with me, for getting your day going here on the Undefeated channel. Again, like, subscribe, turn on notifications. We are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for live Barcelona news, plus live commentary for their matches. So I appreciate y'all spending your time with me. Like I said, have a wonderful day. Go out there and do good things. High fives and hugs for whoever wants them. I love you all very much. Thank you all so much for tuning in and taking a ride. Mwah.